Greetings, my friends. It's your friendly neighborhood PhD, Dr. Judd Burton, coming to you with another episode of the Beyond Report on this March the 9th, 2021. And as always, if you like the content, please click a like, subscribe, and share. I do appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. I look forward to continuously expanding on the channel. And hey, spring is on the way. Um, St. Patty's is around the corner. Won't be long for Easter. Things are starting to turn green. Although it did uh, thunder and lightning at the end of February, and as the old sort of farmer's almanac wisdom goes, that means that we'll have one more freeze um, before winter is over. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But as for those of us in Texas, we're glad to be out of the little ice age that we just escaped. All right, in Burton Beyond news, many of you know that I'll be speaking at the North Texas Alpha and Omega conference in Granbury, Texas. I'll put a link in the description uh, if you're interested in that. The tickets are $20. My colleague Dr. Aaron Judkins is also going to be speaking there. It's going to be a really interesting time of fellowship and learning. So if you can get there, that'll be great. Um, I'm also going to be filming a few episodes of Fringe Pop 321. My good buddy Dr. Mike Heiser. We were supposed to film in February, but of course the big winter storm slowed everything down, and Mike and the guys decided to cancel and reschedule. So we're going to do that the last week in March, first part of April. So I'll keep you apprised of what's going on there. I know a lot of you have expressed a lot of interest and support for the episodes that I've done with Dr. Heiser on a myriad of things, everything from giants and satyrs to vampires and witches and werewolves. You guys have really been positive in your reviews, and we're going to be doing more of those kinds of episodes under the auspices of Fringe Pop 321. And I think like one of the lingering things sort of rattling around in my brain is a comment last week that the president made about those who hadn't sort of followed the party line regarding pandemic measures, that sort of thing. He called it Neanderthal thinking, and it was sort of a poke at the South and maybe Texas in general. At any rate, I thought that this was really interesting because as if to say that the Neanderthal mode of thinking was somehow less sophisticated than uh, modern humans. Uh, but the gab is sort of on him. The joke is on him because um, you know Neanderthals-R-Us. They are the scientific name for Neanderthal is Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, which means that they are Homo sapiens. They are humans. They are us. They have all the psychological toolkit that we do, and we're very adapted to their environments. And their cranial capacity was actually a little bit larger than modern humans in terms of its CC volume. Uh, so, if I don't know, for an administration that claims to be so big on science, this seems to be an oversight of dare I say, prehistoric proportions. The meme that I put up was something like hashtag Anthropology 101, because any freshman anthropology student can tell you that you know Neanderthals are Homo sapiens. Um, now, most of you that follow me know that I'm not an evolutionist, but I think that taxonomically the fossil record and its cataloging does have its uses. And again, clearly, Neanderthals are us. Get over it. But again, for an administration that propounds its dependence on science and belief in science, it just seems that they, like everything else, they cherry pick um, the bits of science and policy and philosophy and history that they like, and just eschew or marginalize the rest of it, or worst case scenario, cancel. Because apparently now things like Dr. Seuss are offensive. And also on the radar are Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzales. Uh, Sometimes I feel like Charlton Heston in that scene in Planet of the Apes when they're just hosing him down in this cage, and he's screaming, "It's a madhouse! It's a madhouse!" Um, Anybody else feel like that these days? Sometimes I don't know. Well, anyway, that just goes to show how how manipulable concepts are, and how to what degree language can be controlled and engineered, a la kind of 1984, or not really 1984 in this case. It's more just out of plain ignorance. But speaking of language, uh, if you are interested in studying Greek, specifically New Testament Greek, but generally classical or ancient Greek, um, now would be a great time to do it, because the Institute of Biblical Anthropology has just um, kicked off a new program called The Rudiments of New Testament Greek that teaches you the very basic elements. It's a 2-month program. Um, you can start to dip your toe into translation and that sort of thing by the end of it. It's a very good way to ease into the language, and now is a really good time, because I think understanding the Bible in the context has really never been more important than right now. And this is a great way to do it, particularly for the New Testament. Um, that having been said, I'm offering this at the introductory rate of $300. So that's this 2-month, two module program uh, for $300. But wait, that's not all. This week through Friday, if you sign up for the rudiments in in New Testament Greek, in addition to getting that program, you have your choice of one of the 3 certification programs, the entire 12-course program, whether it's biblical anthropology, biblical demonology, or preternatural morphology. You have your choice of one of those, and you get that program for nothing, for free. That's right, I said for free. So this week, if you register for the Rudiments in New Testament Greek program for $300, you can pick one of the certification programs, and that will be the freebie that goes along with it. So you're basically getting not just the language program, but you're getting this 12-course system of study on some aspect of the biblical world or the biblical worldview. Um, Now, I'm also offering the certifications, the aforementioned biblical anthropology, biblical demonology, and preternatural morphology this week, also for $150. Now, that price is going to change next week. So if you want to take advantage of it, get registered for classes that are starting the next cohort, the next month. Now would be a good time to do that. And my books are also 15% off this week in my store, and I'll put links in the description to all of these sales so that you can take advantage of it. Now, guys, it goes without saying that at Burton Beyond and the Institute of Biblical Anthropology, we're dependent on your help. I'm a small operation. I made this transition because I felt God calling me to do it. And there's not a cent that you give me that doesn't just help me monetarily. It doesn't just help me fund the research and the work and the classes and the videos and everything. It doesn't just help fund the operation, but it's very edifying, and it's a blessing to me to know that you feel led to give. And so, um, as always, I'm trying to put more and more quality content and teaching out there for you guys. And there's some really great specials. Again, studying the Greek language will help you understand so much better the nuances of what's being said and the little nuggets of theology that you might have missed in just an English translation. So anything you can add to your biblical studies toolkit is going to help. And I'm trying to get that out to you guys. But again, thank you guys so much for your help, your continued help, your continued support and belief. All right, that'll about do it for today. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the not too distant future. Godspeed, my friends.